Hi, cities. How are you doing? Welcome to Nine. Sim. Hope you are great. So, I came across this video that left Black people really pissed, and I am also pissed. Why am I pissed? Because I don't know why some people think that they can just be mean to Black people and get away with it. You are definitely going to know both of them. So, this handsome Black man said, "Name the animal. Wrong answers only." Guess what? This popular Asian man said, BD1. They said it appears to be a black man. So the animal appears to be a black man. Anyways, this is not the first or the second time they have called Black people animal. And I am terrified that somebody that is old, that understands what it means to be anti-black, to take social media. I mean, he spent time typing this message. And now took it down and like he has dropped 100 apologies within how many minutes? See, I don't know. I keep saying this, and as you grow up, especially when you have a career, there are some things you should never be found doing. Some people do not have self-respect. Some people do not have self-regards. In the end, you are going to hear things like, let's work together. We can do it together. Miss me at that. Let's get into this video.
Real Tarzan posted on his threads like a few days ago with a question for his followers. Name this animal. Wrong answers only. Actor BD Wong, he was Dr. Hong on SVU along with the other people over there, He answered. BD went right into an apology after the fire got hot in his kitchen of his comments. Dr. Hong says, y'all, I made a very bad joke, as most people in hot water do. I deleted it for damage control, but it's out there. Wah, 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 wah.
This particular screenshot, and I'm going to show it here, it deserves a real conversation. So, content creator Real Tarzan posted a video holding that animal, completely harmless, right? Except a verified account belonging to the actor BD Wong decided to jump into the comments and say, it appears to be a black man. So for clarity, BD Wong, a Tony Award winning actor, someone who plays beloved characters, who is celebrated across communities, and who has benefited from global audiences, including black ones. And that's the person who publicly chose to compare this black man to an animal. There is no universe where that's a joke. There is no universe where that's funny. It is anti-black racism, period. That kind of dehumanizing language has a violent history, and people love to pretend it's harmless until they're the ones being held accountable. And this wasn't a hacked account. It wasn't a private message. It was BD Wong's own verified profile, fully identifiable, and choosing to insult this black man in front of millions of followers. So people need to understand something. Non-black people of color do not get a pass on anti-blackness. You don't get to rely on black audiences, black culture, black labor, and black support, then turn around and weaponize racist tropes like they don't have consequences. This is exactly why advocacy matters. When public figures use their platforms to dehumanize black people, it normalizes behavior that has always put black lives at risk. And we're not glossing over this. Not from celebrities, not from influencers, not from anybody. If you say stuff like this publicly, you better expect public accountability.
Many of you all probably would recognize this guy because I think he played a psychiatrist on one of those Law and Order shows. He also voiced a character in that animated Mulan film. Well, he's in the center of controversy because this gentleman by the name of Mike Holston, who runs an account over on Threads called The Real Tarzan, made a post where he's holding this animal and he says, name this animal, wrong answers only. MBD Wong responds at the bottom of his post saying, I see a black man. Of course, he got his ass handed to him for making that racist, unfunny remark. Because historically, Black Americans have not only been called animals, we've also been compared to various animals. Like how former First Lady Michelle Obama was frequently called an ape, and still is. Of course, BD Wong issues the standard boilerplate apology. I didn't realize I was making a joke, blah, blah, blah. There are TikTok creators on here who are expressing disappointment and shock. Why? Some of you all still don't realize that Black Americans, we have no allies at all. If the last presidential election didn't show us anything else, it proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that Black Americans, we have no allies outside our community. That's why personally, you won't see me sharing videos of non-Black creators who are speaking about issues affecting the Black American community, because inevitably they are going to show their anti-Blackness. We do not have any allies, y'all. And some of you all still do not realize that. And I hope you learn before it's too late. Many people who claim to be our allies and speak out on their issues do so because they are getting something out of it, whether it be a career, building a platform, definitely making a profit, like Tim Wise. We don't have any allies, you all. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
You know what? Between H Mart Gate, between Asians calling other Asians out for their anti-blackness and being whitewashed and all of that stuff, whatever, baby, this whole thing that's going on with BD Wong, this was the wrong time to do some shit like that. What is going on with everybody? Girl, y'all want to get y'all ones and twos off at the end of the month, okay? Y'all said let's go out with a bang, whether it's good or bad. Why is everybody acting up, okay? BD Wong, you are so disappointing. I really liked you in Father of the Bride 1 and Father of the Bride 2. You know, you kind of pissed me off when you was on Jurassic Park, that one Jurassic Park. But, you know, the girls love you from Law and Order or whatever. But, baby, listen, why would you do that? Listen, I'm pretty sure everybody got a time where they done said some type of racially charged joke amongst their friends and amongst their circle offline. Okay? That's stuff that you keep in the house. You know what I'm saying? Truth be told, you shouldn't be saying it anyway. But if you're gonna do it, you keep that in the house. You don't, and you keep it in your mind. You don't post it. Okay? Because everybody's not going to get your sense of humor, quote unquote, if that's your sense of humor, if you want to put it out like that, which there is nothing humorous about calling a black man a monkey. Okay? I just want you to understand that. Or referring to a black person as an animal. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. It's just not. All right? With the history of anti-blackness that's going around, that's been prevalent in Asian communities, you know, for a while, it's just not. And like I said, it's not the climate. Y'all having a bad time right now. And, you know, shout out to the ones that's been getting everybody together. But BD1, why would you do this? Everybody is acting up. Y'all need to get this out your system, because we can't go into 2026 with this mess. Okay? We can't go into 2026 with this mess. You got, today is the 2nd, or is today the 3rd? Today the 2nd. Bitch, you got at least 20 some days, okay? Figure out the math. I don't feel like doing it. 29. How many days is in? 29 more days. Okay. Figure it out. Figure it out. Maybe 28. I don't know. But don't bring it into.
Wait a minute, BD Wong was out here calling people's monkeys, girl? Oh. You know, I have reflections. I just, Just don't know if I can let my reflection show what's inside, because y'all not ready for all that conversation. But I fear this behavior gives me. I've had a substantial amount of black meat inside of me, so I can make those type of jokes. Tease. This ain't even a cookout invite. This is you've been the cookout. Someone is these niggas done put too many shrimps on your Barbie, and so now you carrying on. My God, how unfortunate. Didn't he play the man in Mulan or something? I know him from Law and Order SVU, bitch. Wow. Also, in this climate, bitch, I wouldn't be caught dead taking a photo with a monkey. It's just setting it up at this point. Like all of the DEI certificates have expired. The people are done. The girls think that shit is cute. I bet that post is sickening. And I bet he is still booked. This is not given 2022. The girls don't care.
BD Wong, the Asian dude from Law and Order SVU, is now public enemy #1. So on Threads, y'all know the guy that be hanging out with the animals, the Tarzan dude. He tweeted, "Name this animal," or posted, "Name this animal. Wrong answers only." To which BD Wong responded, "Appears to be a black man." I'm sorry, what? Like, we just be minding our business, and then here you go on a random Monday. Sir, it was a wombat or something. It wasn't us. I have never seen somebody apologize so fast. BD Wong has issued 17 different apologies. He don't want no beef. In case you missed it, a content creator posted a photo of him and an animal and asked for, "What is this animal? Wrong answers only." And BD Wong wrote, "It appears to be a black man. Keep up, y'all." This is his apology. He said, "Y'all, I made a very bad joke, as most people in hot water do. I deleted it for damage control, but it's out there and continues to hurt and disappoint. And I'm really sorry." And blah, 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 blah. And then he made a second apology, because I don't know if the first one wasn't enough, but pause to read. And then he took it a step further and started apologizing and replying to people in the comment section. BD, enough is enough. Okay? You was Wong. You was wrong. That was not funny. See how that's offensive?
BD Wong, the longtime actor who played Dr. Huang on Law & Order SVU and who voiced Shang in the animated Mulan movie, is receiving some backlash because of what he posted on Threads. So this woman posted a thread saying good morning to everybody except BD Wong, and a screenshot of this thread where a creator said, "Name this animal, ... wrong answers only." And BD Wong responded by saying, "It appears to be a black man." He responded to this thread saying, "Y'all, I made a very bad joke, as most people in hot water do. I deleted it for damage control, but it's out there and continues to hurt and disappoint, and I'm really sorry about the hurt part. Super dumb, but I tried to follow the wrong answers only prompt with the wrongest answer. This succeeded only in that it was super wrong. I know nobody gets a free pass. I'm sorry if this WTF BD moment tarnished any respect you may have had for me, and thanks if you advocate for an internet that's safe for everybody." It really sucks because BD Wong has been like very outspoken with everything that's going on. And so this is really disheartening, and it's kind of like, what? Plus, the joke wasn't even funny.
BD Wong makes it really hard as a black and Asian person to navigate these two communities, because like, how are you part, BD Wong, of one group of people that constantly gets dumped on, and somehow you can turn around and say some messed up stuff like what you said about black people in that post? Like, who are the people that you're hanging around? Who are the people that you just have in your life that you just out of nowhere, just like black people catch strays off of your jokes? It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand how this happens so much with certain people who are not white, yet they are like chomping at the bit to tear out the pages of the Book of White Supremacy and do the same thing that they do.
I know the actor B.D. Wong from Law and Order, the Asian doctor dude, the forensic guy, the psychologist. I don't know what the fuck he's doing on the show, but he's like a doctor. He plays a doctor and someone that's actually intellectual. I'm snapping my fingers. That's me. Together, my thoughts. I just see this guy reply to a Twitter of a guy holding a wombat. The guy says, "Wrong answers only. Name this animal. Wrong answers only." BD Wong gets under that fucking comment section and goes in the comment section. It says a black man. Why are people so anti-black, bro? I don't get. Don't move my big ass head out the way. The guy is holding a name the animal. Wrong answers only a black man. I'm baffled, bro. This shit come out of nowhere. We be minding out. We be minding our business too. But we really just be out to ourselves, you know? Wow. If y'all don't know who BD Wong is, I'm going to pull up a picture of him. I'm sure y'all remember him from Law and Order. I always liked his cat. Now I hate your character. Now I hate you. What the fuck? It's always these people with initial names, man. BD, JD, Vance. Y'all be
Bitch, mind you, you're 70 years old. Girl, mind you, all of this came after people dragged your ass, after you tried to explain away your joke. Girl, mind you, you're actually 70 years old, and you thought with those two brain cells rubbed together that shit was okay. Please. You thought we was gonna hee and ha with you? Baby, 70 years old, and you don't understand anti-blackness. You don't understand the racist tropes. You don't feel outwardly racist because you have black friends? Okay. Mind you, this is someone that the youth are supposed to look up to. Someone who encourages them.
I was about to go to bed. I was about to lie down and go to sleep and close my eyes and go to bed. And the thing that makes this so fucking disappointing, as per usual, is that I'm always following these people, but also I very much have liked BD Wong since the 90s. Like, I watched that show he was on with Margaret Cho. I watched him when he was on just all the things that he's been on. It's been a while, but I, as you can see, was following him, which is why him saying a black man is an animal was one of the first things on my screen when I opened up Threads. And yes, that's his official account. I'm posting this about 38 minutes after he posted that. And yes, I unfollowed him. Like, obviously, this man is adorable, and so is that animal. And then maybe in a different world, you could playfully say something like that to a question like that, and it not have the weight that it does. But it cannot be said that an actor and a person who is as vocal about certain things as BD Wong has been would not understand what he just said maybe under an hour ago on Threads. And the comments are getting a lot longer. So the next time you fix your mouth, to hop into a Black person's comments and ask them why they don't have solidarity with y'all in your community, remember that even when we do, like and follow more Black creators.
Man, what the fuck? What the fuck, BD Wong? Why would you do this? I don't know if you've been seeing what's going on Threads, but a creator I follow on here named Renee, whose videos I'm going to tag in the caption, saw this thread. This man posts a picture with this really fucking cool animal. I don't know what it is. It looks like the cross between a badger and like a wolf. Really cool. And he goes, what animal is this? Wrong answers only. And this was actor BD Wong's first thought, the thought that he thought was funny enough to click post, right? Like, this is how renormalized anti-Black racism is becoming. And at a certain point, we're going to have to acknowledge, all of us non-Black people here in America, that this idea that Black people are less than human, that Black people are more akin to animals, has been the basis for so much brutality, for so much violence and murder and fucking disgusting treatment at the hands of predominantly white people, at the hands of non-Black people. That's the joke. You know, this idea is the basis for so much violence. What's funny? Can you explain it to me like I'm 5 now that you're up to date with all the information on how this is insensitive, racist, been used to justify racial violence and hate crimes? What's funny? Myself, I get asked this question all the time. Why are you making everything about race? Why are you making everything about race? Everything is about race, man. This guy can't even fucking post a video with this cool ass animal without people fucking being racist towards him, without famous fucking actors being fucking racist towards him. So Renee sees this, Renee calls it out. There's the apology. He just made a bad joke. I'm not really gonna say anything about the apology because it's not really my place to say. This is the type of shit that's my place though. Fucking stop. Fucking, oh my god. It's not that big a deal. Stop apologizing. Your intent wasn't to be racist. The intent when calling a Black man an animal wasn't to be racist? Y'all love fucking running around as agents for white supremacy. You love covering for fucking racism, normalizing racism, trying to make it more acceptable again. That's what y'all mean by make America great again. Make racism socially acceptable again. Make it so I don't get fucking hit if I call people slurs in public again. At a certain point, white people gotta stop fucking doing this. People who don't experience racism gotta stop fucking accepting apologies when folks are apologizing for being fucking racist. And I've said this before, but I'll say it again. If you want myself and you want other creators who dedicate their platform to talking and calling out racism, if you want us to fucking stop making everything about race, we gotta combat racism. This man should just be able to post him doing his fucking job or his hobby or whatever the fuck this is without having to fend off racist comments from fucking celebrities. To so many of y'all, racism is not even a second thought. The second you see your favorite doing it, you're like, that's not that big a deal. Why are you even apologizing? Unnecessary apology. You're fucking gross. Y'all's bigotry makes you too fucking stupid to engage with. Like, I'm tired of leaving it at that. You're not just bigots. Y'all are fucking dumb. This shit is why somebody being against Trump, it's just not enough. Because you can be anti-Trump and you can still be anti-Black. Having white people rush to your defense to tell you your anti-Blackness is not that big a deal. As Renee says, like and follow more Black creators. Please go follow her. Again, I'm going to tag those videos in the caption. And if you see somebody making an apology for racism and you're not the group that was affected by said racism, maybe shut the fuck up about it. You can't accept.
In today's episode of What the Fuckery, BD Wong has basically come under fire as to this image here. This poster on Threads basically said, "What animal is this? Wrong answers only." And BD's response was, "It appears to be a Black man." Not too many people took very kindly to that. In fact, they really threw him over the coals. So much so that he went on Threads a little bit later in the day, posted this sorry not sorry apology to basically save face. I was right there with him until he wrote the word damage control. And as soon as he did that, immediately was like, okay, so you really didn't mean it, you just had to say it. People on Threads after this point has been holding his feet to the fire as well and not letting up on him and his non-apology. So what do you think, guys? Is BD Wong now officially canceled? Should Olivia Benson now cut him loose?
Black man and animal. BD Wong, who you guys know him from Law and Order, Mulan, he's voiced a lot of characters throughout the years, has said something racist in regards to a black man on a threads. Now, in the post he has since deleted, he asked everybody, who is this animal? Now, if you guys know this nature guy, he's black. He was with a strange looking animal, and BD's reply was, oh, wait, it's a black man. Why? And of course, he made an apology, but you guys know how it is. Once you say something, it's really too late. He doubled down the first time, but then corrected himself and was like, oh, I apologize. It was very insensitive. He knows the hurt that he's caused. But it's just like, BD, why? And this hurts for me as like just someone who loves that movie and loves him as an actor. That hurt. And I don't want to see no Asian hate, y'all. Come on, don't let one person be doing stuff. But we do need to speak about this as a whole, because there is a lot of hate on both sides, and we need to call it out always. He called a black...
And BD Wong, why your bitch ass say that dumb shit? Like, you ruined a perfectly good parasocial relationship with the black community. Those of us that knew who you were. Just with that dumbass comment, like, girl. And don't get me wrong, nothing shocks me these days when people come out and show that they be low-key anti-black and shit like that. None of that shocks me. But it's just the fact that at your big age of 65, I would have just hoped you would have known better. Like, keep that shit to yourself between you and your little white husband and your white ass adopted children. Like, keep that shit in that house. Don't bring that outside. But now that I know how you be low-key getting down, I gotta change the channel every time I see you. I gotta like not every time I see you. Now I have this, because I always have this, when my faves, well, I wouldn't call them a fave, but when celebrities that I admire, or that I like, at least I like their work, do some shit that offends me or pisses me off, I have this condition that from then on, every time I see you, I have to disregard, disengage. I can't. And now you're added to that list, BD. BDB? Girl, I don't know what you got to do to make this.
This is all I got from this video. I don't know where to start, because this is actually one of the craziest video that I have covered. I don't know which one, but like, each day is different experience, but I found this really very upsetting and very sad. And I'm trying to maintain my cool too, because tell me how you, oh my goodness. I mean, I don't think there is any excuse to whatever BD Wong, whatever the comment he dropped. I don't think that even if he apologized from today to tomorrow, I don't think I will, there is no excuse. Let me just say, there is no excuse. Because a black man with an animal said, name this animal, wrong answers only. And he decided to show us who he is. Because it's only a stupid person that will do something like this. All you see is a black man. So the animal is now a black man. Man, it appears to be a black man. This one is hitting me so bad. Like, see, look at my, I'm having goosebumps. You can see. I don't know how people, okay. I think I don't know what to say at this point in time, because every day you try to tell people that are POCs, other people of color, that you have to remind them, as a black person, you have to remind them to see you as human being. You have to remind them that you are a human being. And they do not, this is exactly how they see you. This is exactly how they see you. Even if he apologized for Nancy tomorrow, I would never take him serious, because he knew what he did. He knew what he said. He typed that message on his phone, and I know it took him, while he's typing, he's saying it, right? And after typing it, his mind told him to post that. And he actually did post it. See, whatever Black people are doing or saying about this, I am fully in support. Enough of people acting a fool, enough of people making people look like they are fools. He took time. How many apologies? See, let me tell us something. I am not a perfect person. I am horrible. I am not the best. But one thing I know is that if we are friends, I will never look for your trouble. I will never look for your trouble. And I will avoid anything that will make trouble come out from my side. If I support you, if you are my friend or if you are someone that I like, if I support you, it's genuine. If I support you, I will support you till whenever, except when there is evidence not to support you anymore. That is when I will let it go. But you see this one, anything Black people want to say or do, that it's perfect. It's time to put in people where they belong, because you won't tell me that you do not belong to my heart and I am still trying to bring you to my heart. Yeah. Like Rod Faulkner said, majority of the people that talk about Black people or that want to associate with Black people probably are doing it to get something off it. And that is true. I don't know what else to say, because if you look at I have brought so many videos, several videos of white people growing off Black platforms and turning against Black people instant after the growth might have happened. Man, I will draw the curtain here. Bye for now.